Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from Jacksonville. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones still fighting for more. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Laviska Shenault, the intended target.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it'll be second and goal. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but now it's third and goal.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on third and goal? Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say a great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, and it's complete. Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Patriots 3, Jaguars 0.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Rumbling past the 30. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, the guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Patriots 3, Jaguars nothing.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Finds his tight end, Ingram. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Right there, 54, right there.
And that is incomplete. And he was looking for James Robinson out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dante Hightower, his 2nd sack of the night. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's got some space here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
4-yard gain on the play.
An effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Patriots send out their punter. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 7-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 miles.
He'll drop to throw. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight. And this one is going to be a safety.
In the end zone.
So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost them 2 points.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Taylor now returning it. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catch in the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good headed scheme going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Folk's kick is good. And thanks to his safety and 2 field goals, this is now an 8-0 game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And a dump off here to Robinson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 9 now from the 21. He'll look to throw. This is White on the screen. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Open man is born. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, New England.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Devontae Parker unable to hang on, and it's 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Back to throw again. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Patriot first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. On the return, it's Taylor. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got the connection here to Bourne. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And inches at the Jaguars' 42-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Nick Folk for the point after. And it's 15-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown.
Jaguars, nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return, here's Agnew. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Connection made with Chenault. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
To LaVisca Chenault. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this one's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
It's caught. Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 7.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Come on in there. Come get some. Come get some.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones there to make the grab. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point attempt to come here. And they're back within 8. It's 15-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. On the return, it's Taylor. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Patriots ready to try again on offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Second and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return, here's Agnew.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football, because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Jaguars get a score closer.
And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. That's up and good. It's 22-14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Steps away to his left. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Fights through, and now a crease.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry.
33 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead is up to 15 now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 20.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Complete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. To return is Taylor. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots ready to get the football back. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
to throw now on first down. Now he's forced out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
He's tackled at the
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It's third down and 7 yards to go.
New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
9 yards.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped. Good coverage downfield. And he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. They'll look to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To number 38. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Still going. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one. Less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Patriots 36, Jaguars 14.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
New on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A slant to Jones. Fights free yet again. Marvin Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, 76 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. New England trying to get a place on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Folk's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Patriots 39, Jaguars 22.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out comes comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.